Find Robin Hood and these men of the hood and general. Do not fail me again.
My lord, my men are moving out as we speak.
Farewell, everyone. Lady Madeleine, Valerie.
Be safe, boys. Be safe, Sir Robin.
Try our best, Nicholas. Sheriff?
Unhand me! You're hurting me! Not on my life. We have finally captured one of the men of the hood, and the king would have my head if I let you go.
The men of the hood? You mean that band of cowards that sulks around in the woods? I assure you, I'm not one of them.
A likely story. Unhand me!
Release him, General Goode.
Sir Robin Goode, we meet again. I knew somehow you would come for your man.
Our man? What's he talking about?
Don't mind him. Those are just his mind games. Now, General, release him.
Arrows!
Be on your guard, Robin! We will find you, and we will show no mercy!
Stop all your threats. We know you fear us and have no hope of finding our base.
Good work, men. I'm sorry I let him get away.
No sweat, Robin. We accomplished what we came here for. Hello there. What's your name?
What's the matter to you? Untie me.
All right, all right.
Farewell.
Not so fast. If you leave now, the same thing will happen again. King John's men patrol these woods day and night.
I don't care.
The crusade is over, yet the king still lusts for blood.
I will find my own way out.
We wouldn't get very far, and then we'd have to rescue you again.
Look, I don't care. I'll take my own chances.
Wait. Can you handle a blade?
Yes, of course I can handle a blade.
You might need one to protect yourself. You've been trained?
Yes, I've trained myself.
Really?
Yes.
Well, how about this? We'll duel, you and I. If you win, you will have proven to me that you can protect yourself. You can free to go.
Or I could skip all the theatrics and leave.
My friend, if you're so good with the blade, why are you avoiding to show us?
I'm not your friend, okay? But I guess I will show you my skill.
Good. I'll give you the first blow.
I don't need your pity.
Okay. Let's go. Looks like you're coming with us.
No, that's not fair. My hands, they're wounded. They were bound too hard.
Well, we'll have our nurse look at them when we get back.
Let me go.
Don't do that with you making an attempt on Robin's life and all.
You'll be sorry for this.
Why do you hate us so much?
You humiliated me and shamed me. I did not need your help, and I still don't.
You can't let pride control you, my boy. None of us can go through life alone. We've got to rely on each other and, more importantly, on God.
Bah! I don't want to hear any of that fairy tale. Religion is what caused all the deaths in the holy wars.
What God did is very real and very powerful. Just because you don't know him, it doesn't nullify his existence. And the crusade was the work of men, not God.
Religion is just a means to control us. It was written by a bunch of old men claiming that an ancient book tells us how to live, but don't let us read it.
We have a translation of that book.
A forgery, no doubt.
A word with you, Robin. He could be a spy for the king. We know nothing about this guy.
But what about the attack by King John's men?
King John is a clever man. He could have staged it in an attempt to discover our hideout. Or he may be an assassin waiting on an opportunity to kill us. Robin, he did make an attempt on your life. But I think it's more likely that the king would want an informer in our camp.
What if he's not? Would you send an innocent man to his death?
All right. Well then, I say we blindfold him. Either way, he cannot be forced to tell what he does not know.
All right, I agree.
Huh? You may not like this. It's for your own good.
A likely story.
Get down.
Keep quiet if you want to live.
Are you threatening me?
I'm not. They are.
Hey!
get away while you can. Sorry, kid.
Wait! Get out of here.
Hey, so you are filthy thieves, the lot of you.
No, these wares were stolen. We're going to return them to the village.
Who untied you?
She did. She just loosened the knot, and
Who?
I don't know, a woman in red. I didn't know her.
Whose side are you on? That woman is evil.
I'm sorry. I did not know I was in the company of such brave men as the men of the hood. Please, I ask your forgiveness.
That's a mighty change of affection. First you were sneering, and now you're bowing.
Well, your reputation is infamous.
It's also false.
We prefer to help people, not harm them. King John, that's the real thief. He likes to make it look like we are. Well, since you're staying with us, I guess introductions are in order. I'm Robin Goode, leader here at the Men of the Hood and head of tactical operations. This here is Big John, my second in command, and here's Buck, our friar.
Like a priest?
No, like a cook.
Now, who are you?
Well, I'm James.
Nice to meet you, James. Let's away, shall we? We'll return this food and clothing to their rightful owners, and then we'll head back to camp, our home. Oh, and let's forgo the blindfold for now.
So, where exactly is home?
It's kind of hard to explain. It's our base, our outpost. We use secret routes, and we change them all the times that we stay undetected. But from there, we rescue those abused by King John. He's very evil, you say.
Evil. In my hometown, we have a very different opinion of him. He's a very generous man.
That's exactly what he wants you to think. The Bible says that the enemy comes as an angel of light. The king is just like the devil, a deceiver. He wants the people to think that he's good. And to think he defames the Lord's cross by emblazoning it on the tabards of his men. He just wants to build rapport with the common folk who believe in what he calls a fairy tale.
That's what I would call all of this. Anyway, what is his plan?
Well, he secretly steals wealth and goods from the surrounding shires. Then he gives them to other countries and tries to gain their trust. Once he gains their trust, he puts up all these sleazy places and taverns all over their kingdoms.
Well, what's so bad about that?
He lets them get so overcome in their sin that when the time is right, he takes over their land and they hardly even notice.
And with each new kingdom conquered, his reign extends further.
As Christians, we cannot let this go unrestrained. Now we can't wage all-out war because we're so small of a group. So we do what we can. We take the stolen goods and return them to the rightful owners. We also scare off the knights on their daily rounds, and we try to free any people he has enslaved. We do all we can so we can expose his evil deeds.
Is that why General Guy wants you captured so badly?
Yes. He who captures us would be greatly rewarded by the king. That's why he captured you. For some reason, he thought you were one of us. You see, he thinks we're very many in number, but truly, we're few.
If they knew our true numbers, they wouldn't be nearly as afraid of us.
I see. But surely you men can't do this forever.
No. Now, we do have other outposts spread around the kingdom. Some have fallen and their inhabitants were brutally punished. Ours has never been found, thanks be to God. But that just entices Guy even more to want to find us.
Do other bases operate the same as yours?
For the most part. There are some that think they're better than others, some that think they're the only ones doing it the right way. It causes division. It's not right. It's just like some churches these days. That devil will do anything to take away our unity.
Back on topic. I mean, the king is surely not foolish enough to pursue his dealings in the same way after you foiled his plans so long. What do you do then?
Well, if the Lord is willing, we'll never have to face such a time. We have men in the castle, and they say many disagree with King John's rule, and they want him gone, but none of them are brave enough to stand up to him.
All we have to do is defeat him, and we'll have their support.
You must be very skilled in the sword to take on an entire kingdom with such a small force.
We do not trust in the sword, but the Lord.
It's not the sword that keeps us invincible and safe from our enemies. It's trust and obedience in God's word.
But you are skilled in the sword, nonetheless. I mean, you defeated me so easily, and I'm sure that did not showcase at least half of your talent.
Well, enough about us. What about you? To whom would a poor peasant boy look to when training in the sword?
Well, I told you. I trained myself in my home village.
You did tell us that, yes, but in a poor peasant town, there should be no knights around, so how could you look to someone to learn? Who?
Well, ever since I was a child, I dreamt of becoming a knight. I actually never held a sword until that duel. That's what caused me to lose, not some fake hand injury. I want to do big things. I don't know how. I'm just a poor peasant, and only noblemen get apprenticed to be knights. I don't know what my future holds.
God does. He's got big plans for you, James. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. To give you a hope and a future.
It'll take more than fancy words to persuade me. I am no fool.
Only a fool rejects the truth. And those words are not mine, they're from the Bible.
Ah, your storybook.
Yes, actually. It has amazing stories, recounting all of what God has done.
Enough talk of these fables. I'm sick of it.
All right, let's get moving then. So, James, how did you get yourself captured in the middle of the woods?
Well, I figured I'd never accomplish my goals in my hometown, so I left. But I'm not welcome anywhere.
I see.
Yes, so I started walking in the woods. And then I saw that woman in red. And she said there was a safe place for me. But then, poof, she disappeared. And I was captured by General Guy and his men. Well, then you saved me, so I guess I should be thankful for that.
I know these woods like the back of my hand, and I have never seen this woman in red.
Nor have I, but I've heard tell of her misdeeds. Many a man has come to his doom due to her cunning. She sets her traps through deceit and lies.
Well, why do you think she's so evil? I mean, you had me tied up and she freed me.
My friend, you need wisdom. And wisdom only comes from this book.
Will you ever stop talking about that book?
Get down!
What was it?
You missed. You just hit that tree. Whatever happened to you being the best shot?
You're right. I saw something hideous and only assumed it could be evil, so I attempted to vanquish it. Want it, dead or alive. John bid. Reward offered.
All right, children. Let's get home.